I wonder if I'm gonna still enjoy VC Andrew books as much as I did. Who knows, right? Because I do hear a lot of people that they were Twilight fans, whatever. They were Twihard. That sounds crazy, but they were Twilight fans. You know, you get what I'm saying. Hey, what's up, guys? Jeannie here, and welcome to my channel. I decided to make a little video about myself, or like a little intro before we get started on this channel, right? Like, it only makes sense. So first, let's admire the face. Because your girl did a little something here for this video. So that alone deserves a subscribe and a comment below. As you can tell, this is my first video, okay? So be kind. For everybody that's all about the nails like I am, you see they nice and fresh, so we want to show them off a little. All right, let's dive into the video. Okay, so to start off, hi, I'm Jeannie. I am a mother of two, and I also have a disability called epilepsy. For all of you that may not know it as that, it's seizures. Basically, it's when the electrical impulses in your brain kind of go haywire, you know? But that doesn't stop me. I mean, it does. What am I talking about? I had this idea of creating my own YouTube channel because I love books. I love fitness and working out when I can, of course. And I just like to talk and converse with people and meet new people and stuff like that. So I spoke about making a channel a long time ago, and then it never happened. So here I am now. So it's happening, it's there, it's out there. I want to basically like build a community of friends, and like you guys will be like family, you know, like we here, okay? And just like talk about things that I love, right? Like talk about things that we love, because if you're gonna follow my channel, then that obviously means that we are very interested in the same thing. And by the same thing, I'm talking about books, right? Like that's the main thing I'm gonna focus on in my channel. And you know, like I'll probably sprinkle a little bit of fitness here and there, right? Like a little bit of health and stuff like that. For the most part, this channel is going to be very random. But the main focus of this channel is my books, because that is my love. I love books. I love reading. And even though sometimes my epilepsy kind of, it not permits it in a way, because it doesn't like fully stop it, but there are days where it's not happening. If you have epilepsy, please share that with me below, because I am all for, you know, like reaching out and talking to others with this condition or any kind of condition, any disability. Going back to a little bit about me, I am a mother of two. I already said that. I know it happens. Okay. I used to work as a teacher as well, for pre-K, and unfortunately, like I am not able to work at the moment, but I decided to like utilize and do things in a lot of different ways. Like now this YouTube channel that hopefully can grow and expand, and I can like just meet a whole bunch of wonderful people that share this love for things like I do. Like, and even if you don't love reading and you're just here because you know you like my face you like my nails, whatever it is you're here for, I am here for it. I am here for being friends and building and growing with you guys. and getting the hang of all this, okay? That's like the main thing. This channel is going to be all about books. I'm going to do haulings. I'm going to do haulings. I'm going to do unboxing for new releases, for arcs that I receive. I'm planning on doing reviews. I'm planning on doing sprints, readathons, vlogs, all of it. All of it. You're going to get a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there, a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there of everything, okay? Everything. I'll even show you moments when I'm at the gym and moments of me working out and walking my dogs, and you're going to meet my dogs eventually because you're going to hear my dogs. I know you're going to hear my dogs in these videos. So, and one in particular because he's a puppy, but you're just gonna get a little bit of everything. So I hope you ready for this like sprinkle of sazon and sofrito and a little bit of like mojito and all of this stuff in these videos that I create. Yeah, I have like so much planned for it, and I really hope that you guys join in and you stick with me through it all. And definitely follow me on, I have an Instagram, I have a Bookstagram, I have a Bookstagram. I don't even know if that's a thing, but if it is, I said it first, okay? Okay. Actually, let me tell you about what I like to read, right? Like, I'm talking about this being primarily about books and my love for books and connecting with other readers. And even if you don't read, maybe I can convince you to read. I don't know. Like, right? We're here for it. We are here for it. Like, if I can convince you to read, I did something in the world, right? Oh, let me just tell you this straight off the back, okay? I am a person that talks with their hands a lot. I don't know if it's a New York thing, and yes, I am a New Yorker. I think that for me, it's personally not like a New York thing. I think it's more of an epilepsy thing. I feel like when I move or like I talk with my hands, you know, like, and I move, I guess it's a way of me covering up my twitches and my shakes. I don't know. Let's go back and let's rewind and let's go back to what type of books I like to read. My mom used to be a reader. Like, she loved her romance, you know, like the romance with those Fabio looking guys in the front covers and like the mass paperback Harlequin romance. My mom was she was into those things. So I was always curious, and I used to see like the Victorian Regency era type dresses on the girls, and I used to love those covers. And again, the Fabio looking guy on the front cover. Who knows? Maybe that's where my love for guys with long hair came from. But quite honestly, I'm not for that style right now. My taste in men has changed. I think I'm all for, you know, our bookish male characters like Kaz, you know. But we'll get into that another day. I kind of always gravitated to books as well. But what I will say, like the obsession and the love and the passion for reading really came from when my mom got us our first library card. Like, that to me was like, oh, like a whole new world of free books that I can borrow and I can return and just borrow and borrow and borrow for 14 days, but borrow and borrow and borrow it again. So once we discovered the New York Public Library, it was over for your girl. Like, my mom used to have like weekly, we used to do like almost weekly to mainly like every 2 weeks, basically, trips to the library. And that was like so much fun because I remember like the first books I started reading a lot of was The Babysitter's Club, Nancy Drew, R.L. Stein. Ooh, that was my jam. That's what opened up the doors to the horror world, you know. Wait, ooh, horror. Horror? You get my point, right? I went from like different genre stages. Like I remember in middle school, I used to read a lot of like vampire stuff. And I mean like documentary type or like nonfiction or wait, vampires are nonfiction. I mean, no, they're not nonfiction. They're fictional, but I used to read about like what's his name? Vlad the Impaler, I think. I used to read about him. I was very much into like things like that for some reason. I don't know. So from there, like I stopped reading that stuff and then I dived into horror books. And I love horror books. Like some of my favorite authors are John Saul is like a big one of like my favorite ones. John Saul, I like Dean Koontz. Those are like the main two that I would read. So then I went from that stage to then diving into like romance. Like I never was really big on romance, but I wanted to try it. And what started that out was the whole 50 Shades of Grey craze. Oh my God. Oh, that was very short-lived. I did read 50 Shades of Grey. At one point I was like all for it, but then when I really started getting more back into reading at the time, I was like, okay, I don't see what's the big deal with these books. I didn't read the third one because I was already over it after a while. So it was like, yeah, I tried like other romances here and there, but it just wasn't really doing it too much for me. What is crazy about that is that I do own a romance book box. So you would think that these would be some things that I love and read on a regular. But I do like romance, but just not the adult type romance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just come to realize that I am not about that descriptive life. I'm not about that descriptive romance and all this stuff that they put in their life. But hey, I am not judging, okay? To each their own. I am all for it. You're reading, that's what you like, you go for it, okay? And we could talk about it. Maybe I just haven't read the right ones, right? Like, I don't know. In high school, I used to read a lot of V.C. Andrews. Like, ooh, V.C. Andrews was my jam. Like, I remember I used to go to the library in my high school, and that's where I discovered it because a librarian from there, she knew I loved to read, and she was the one who opened up that V.C. Andrews world for me. Like, she gave me flowers in the attic, and she was like, here, Jeannie, like, I'm sure you're going to love these books. And I do love them. I haven't read one in forever though. Maybe I need to try to do a video on that. I know a lot of people are not really aware of V.C. Andrews, but if you are, comment below. Tell me which ones you love and which ones you read. I would love to hear other people that read V.C. Andrews or that enjoy V.C. Andrews books. I have a lot of them, by the way, just saying. So that was another thing, another type of author that I really love. I wonder, I have to really read one. You know, like, this got me thinking now. I wonder if I'm gonna still enjoy V.C. Andrews books as much as I did. Who knows, right? Because I do hear a lot of people that they were Twilight fans, whatever. They were Twihard. That sounds crazy, but they were Twilight fans. You know, you get what I'm saying. They were Twilight fans, and now that they're older and they've read the latest one, I think it's called Midnight Sun, they don't care for it anymore. They're like, bah, I grown out of it. Me personally, just saying, I never was into Twilight. Sorry. Please still follow me though. Just say it. Don't leave me. But yeah. So I ended up diving into young adult world as an adult. What's crazy is that me and my friend was just talking about this series today, and she was telling me how she couldn't really get into it. But it did the opposite for me. So this series right here is the third series by Christopher Pike. And this was the series that got me into YA. Firstly, it's vampire, like female vampire. She's, you know, like, I feel like she's fierce. I really enjoyed this series, even though like some of it was slow because there is like some history stuff in here, but I loved it. Like, that's what opened up the YA world for me, because I always thought that I would not ever dive into YA. Like, I never thought I would. Never. Like, I swear I used to be like, yeah, that's for little kids. I'm not diving into that. What? Who is she? Who? Because that girl that said that, she not here no more. She is not here. She said bye-bye, because this girl right here is all about YA. I love YA. And let's just get into the genre that I love. Fantasy. I love YA fantasy. Okay, like, that's another thing. I never thought I would love fantasy, but YA fantasy is the love of my life. I will always read YA fantasy. I do like some new adult, like Sarah J Maas, you know, like the Akatar series. I do love stuff like that too. So I can do that. I can do that. But lately, as of late last year, I've been diving into different genres. So I have tried historical fiction style fantasy. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. She's still here, guys. She's still here. I can't even say her name without getting emotional. Oh my gosh. Breathe, Jeannie. Composure. Composure. Okay. Woo! Okay, I'm back. So I dove into that type of world. I'm looking to read, I did try a little bit of romance, again, you know, contemporary. I'm trying Get a Life, Chloe Brown. And I'm looking to read more historical fiction and also horror. I want to get back into the horror genre. I also like reading some nonfiction and self-help books. That's my jam too. So you will find all of those things in this channel. You're gonna get a little bit of everything. Like I said, some sazon, some sofrito, some everything, mojito, everything, some rice and beans and plátanos, everything, okay? Up in here, like, I am trying new genres, exploring different worlds, because I love these worlds. I love these fictional worlds with a passion, and I am here for sharing all of that with you. Basically, what you're gonna get here, like, those are all the stuff that I love, like all of those things. But the main thing you will be getting is YA fantasy. I'm gonna tell you that. I do read a little bit of YA contemporary at times too, but for the most part, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of everything. It's gonna be a little bit of everything, because, you know, I'm so random like that. And I'm a mood reader, so yeah. Listen, okay? Some books, I don't know. I'm just not in the mood for it. Oh, but anyways, as you can see for my first video, it's all over the place. That is me. That is your girl. And I'm sorry. The editing may be a little crazy at first because I'm learning, but don't worry, because your girl is somewhat of a quick learner, okay? I can't really do nothing about that, but you best to believe I don't let it stop me. So I will learn how to edit and how to add some spice and flavor to these videos. The little rundown of my crazy my crazy self, my random stuff, and my random channel. So if you are liking these vibes, like my vibes, guys, like them, please join all my stuff below. Like, follow me, let's chat. I love chatting. You really like these vibes that I'm giving and you want to take a journey through pages with moi, your girl Jeannie, then subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and follow me in all these links. Make sure you join my Discord if you have a Discord, because we love to party and chat up in there. Please comment below what you like, what you want to ask me, what you want to see next, because I am here to deliver that to you. And that is the end of my video, and I hope you liked it. Again, I am learning this process, but you're gonna watch me grow, and we're gonna take it to the next level, and I will get better. But that's all, folks. So bye, and see you next video.